haters talking about.
What's up, family? Collectively, black people are not falling for the okie doke like we did in 2008 and 2012. We're finally getting on code, at least most of us. How do I know? Because Senator Kamala Harris from California went on the Breakfast Club today, and she was trying to do her best impersonation of give me the vote because I'm black. But black people was not buying it. How do I know? Because I looked at her likes and her dislikes, and the dislikes outpaced the likes by over 1,000. That is significant for a video with over 100,000 views. Now, I am an avid supporter of the Breakfast Club. I watch a lot of their shows. I've never seen a video get more dislikes than likes on the Breakfast Club, ever. This tells me that people just aren't buying what Kamala Harris is selling. Now, this is what she said. She said, when asked about her record while she was an attorney general in California and a DA in San Francisco, she said, did I get enough done? No. Did I want to do more? Absolutely. Thank God you didn't do more, because you did enough of locking black people up in California. She talked about how black mothers would come to her office and cry outside of her window, demanding to see and talk to only her, because only she, of course, could understand their pain of crying and suffering for their husband or son who was being railroaded by the corrupt racial judicial system that she works for. And they were looking for some type of relief. And she said she would console them, basically. That was right before she tell them, I can't do nothing for you, man, and gave their son or husband some more years on top of the years they already had. She must have watched the Cory Booker Breakfast Club interview, because when asked point blank about her black agenda for the first time, she was prepared with an answer. And she said that she wanted to get rid of the mandatory minimums and crack and powder disparities. She also says that she wants to bring an end to pattern practice investigations, whatever that means. HBUs, she said that it includes HBUs. Government, anytime they focus on HBUs, the people that go to HBUs give back to the community, and black community is better, therefore America is better. Says she wants to focus on families making less than 100K. She also says she wants to focus on what we need to do to reform criminal justice and understand the mass incarceration in this country that has led to black and brown men being incarcerated at ridiculous rates proportionate to their representation. How ironic when she led the charge in making sure that black and brown men were represented at a ridiculous rates disproportionate to their representation. Before I go any further, let me say this. I would absolutely love to see, I would be delighted to see a woman become president in my lifetime. A black woman, icing on the cake. So don't think there's any type of hate going on right here. I support my women 1,000%. But Kamala Harris ain't it. Ironically, she's never mentioned police brutality, how cops are running around here just using black men for target practice. She talks a lot about criminal justice and reform and all that, but she's not specific. Talking about a black agenda. What about specifics? What are you going to do? Talking about the government, when the government focus on black universities, what are you specifically going to do in regards to black universities? What are you going to do? What is the plan? Because I remember Donald Trump did a lot of that mumbo jumbo talking about this and that, and he was being very vague, but he had no specific plan, and you see where that got us. Also, this woman had evidence that certain people who were locked up were innocent. This evidence could have exonerated these people, and she sat on the evidence. In fact, she hid the evidence. And she hid her hands, act like nothing ever happened. She never answered for any of that. Now she's here asking for your vote. When they asked her about reparations, she did what Cory Booker did when they asked him about the black agenda. That old corny ass joker on Batman laugh. All that old he and ha-ha, a bunch of that going on, and favorite artist this and the dancing and all that chucking and jiving. Man, I ain't trying to hear none of that. What is your black agenda? What are you going to do? Man, we are in a state of emergency. These people are trying to zero us out. What are you going to do? All of this acting like somebody hating on you just out of the blue. Man, black people would love to see somebody black representing, standing up for the cause and all of that. But your record says different. You faking the whole time. Fake. And we see it. And we're not having it this time around. Maybe if you could have got in there before Obama, you'd have been able to slip through the cracks. But no way. We know who you are, Kamala. You too, Cory. Charlemagne said what bugged him about the criticism of Kamala Harris is that her parents were civil rights activists, she went to Harvard, and she's from Oakland, which is a really pro-activist city. So the idea is that, she should be qualified to represent the black community. But y'all know how they go, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. I don't trust her. The criminal injustice system is broken because of people like Kamala Harris. The little things that she did was nothing more than bones thrown to gain brownie points. As her constituents drank the Kool-Aid, she locked up every brother she could find as her office simultaneously refused to investigate or indict corrupt police officers throughout California. Kamala Harris is a textbook status quo chuck and jive politician, hired to do the bidding for the man. She is the worst kind of culture vulture because she prey on her people's blind trust for those who look like them. Her record as DA in San Francisco and Attorney General for the state of California was her audition for the Oval Office, and she blew it, just like she blew some other things. Wink, wink. The black community is not accepting those greasy buttermilk biscuits you're serving, Kamala. And we ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. Not this time. You're going to have to bring some to get some. And from where I sit, you ain't got enough to bring. No more talk.
What the haters talking about?